My feet are disgusting and they're completely destroyed right now. I just finished a 200+ mile run through the Pacific Northwest, and let me tell you, these two items were an absolute godsend, and I'm gonna show you how I used them here in a minute. So we're talking about the Mega Roll and the Super Skin strips and the prevention and treatment of blisters and foot injuries. Prevention is everything when it comes to foot care. Once a blister happens, there's not a ton you can do about it. You can kind of pad around it and do a couple different things, but to prevent them altogether to start, that's the way to do it. The way I did that was, number one, I used the super strips around several of my toes where I knew they rub and I get blisters often. I used those that way. I also used them on the back of my heels. You can see here the grossness of my toes and stuff, but I have no blisters on the back of my heels because of the super strips. These things were an absolute must, absolute game changer in that race. I also cut strips of the Mega Roll. So I'd cut little strips about that long. I set them on the top of my foot. I did right here, prevented blisters. As you can see, I have no blisters right here. And then I would do like these custom shape, kind of oval shape on the bottom of my foot right here. And I'll tell you, mile after mile after mile, it stuck, it stayed in place, because the thing I was scared of is if this starts to bunch and crinkle and roll, it's gonna make everything that much worse. And this thing did none of that. So regardless if it's just going out for a day hike or a 200+ mile ultra marathon, check out these two products, the Mega Roll and the Super Skin strips. I guarantee you they will save you a ton of grief, and your feet might not look like mine at the end of that day or days.